Yo, 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 Los Internetos. It's your boy, Dallas Penn, and you are listening to the Killer Kicks podcast. Sneakers, Supreme Gear, Hype Beast, Unite.
Yo, 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 yo. Happy New Year's to everybody. Happy New Year's to everybody. Yo, man, Happy New Year's. I hope everybody had a safe ending of the year. I hope everybody got everything that they wanted in 2016. Man, what a year it was, right? I hope, I ain't get drunk, B. You know what I'm saying? I ain't drink for New Year's. I just chill with my lady. Went out to a nice dinner, and I just chilled, man. So that's what I did for New Year's. So I just hope that everybody's New Year's, whatever you decided to do, I hope that you were safe. I hope you got out of it, in good spirits. And I hope that you're, in good spirits for 2017, son. Because 2017 is going to be major, B. So happy New Year's to everybody. Today is January the 3rd, and it's going to be a good podcast today. January 3rd is going to be a very good day for all of us who's into shoes, because today we're doing the top 10 shoes of 2016. Man, I'm happy. This was a hard list. This was a hard list. A lot of people started rolling out that 2016 list in December, and to me that doesn't count because we all know how the last week of December gets. It's very pivotal, blah. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean, son. It gets crucial. It gets crazy. We already saw what happened. New Balance and Undefeated got together and did one of the worst collabs of 2016, but they got together and they did the collaboration. So, we just don't know what's going to come out during the last weeks or the last days of December. So it was a hard list. A lot of people doing these top 20, top 16. Stop with the easy shit. It's so easy to do a top 16 or a top 20. We all know that we wish all of the shoes could fit in, but in reality, they can't. So I'm basing this shoe off of what I've been able to see in hand, with the exception of one shoe. But all of these shoes I was able to see in hand and face to face. And I go off of just quality and, nostalgic at the same time, so that's what I base this list off of. Of course, I have to have my honorable mentions because there were shoes that I wanted to be in the list, but they didn't make it in the list. So I think it's right that, we make some honorable mentions first before we start this list. So let's go off with the first honorable mention. And in reality, I think that this company, this boutique, deserves a round of applause for everything that they have done for 2016. Even though this shoe, in my opinion, was their best shoe that they did for 2016 in terms of quality, they never fail. And I'm speaking none other than the Diadora N9000 Bait Notti Viziani. Man, that shoe. I mean, just everything that Bait does is amazing, to be honest. Like, everything that they rolled out in the summertime was great. My only beef with a lot of those shoes is that you take away the concept of that shoe and it's just a regular colorway. Like the Shrek, that's a nice looking shoe, but take away Shrek and it's just a cream and pistachio color type of shoe. Like, there's nothing to me, the only thing that saves that shoe is the concept that they chose. But they really don't do too much of putting images on the shoe that could truly identify with that actual shoe. So like with the Shrek, I would have loved to see like maybe like a stitching of his face on the side of the shoe, or something that truly could tie, besides the colorway, something that could truly tie what you're doing, that represents that character. So that's my only beef. But that Diadora N9000 Noti Veneziani, it is their best collaboration that they did all of 2016, and they started it off great. Another shoe that's gonna be on my honorable mention, and I hate this to be like a Diadora type of thing, but I mean, it is what it is. Another honorable mention is the Diadora N9000 extra large collaboration with 24 Quilates, and this was for the 25th anniversary of extra large. Nice looking shoe. Another shoe that came in all the way towards the very end. Hard shoe to try to get a hold of. I like that shoe a lot. I haven't seen that shoe in person, but I just know, just from the video that I saw on the camp out, Mikey D, man, you make my mouth water, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like, them shits is clean. Them shits is super, super, super clean. So yeah, that's a shoe that definitely should be a part of the honorable mention. Another shoe that I even hate to put this shoe on the honorable mention, but for technology wise, for the sake of technology and where they're trying to go with this, I have to respect it. I have to respect the technology aspect of it, not the looks, but the aspect of it. And this is the Nike Hyper Adapt. First of all, the resale prices of the shoe, it's insane. Again, you're paying more for the technology. The technology of the shoe, to me, is what's saving that shoe. Looks wise, it's the worst shoe. Let's keep this shit all the way. Please excuse my my French, but let's keep it all the way 100. Eye appealing. That shoe is not a great looking shoe at all. You put that shoe close to like any grandpa pair of shoes that you could find at Marshalls or at Ross, and they're neck and neck. That shoe is nothing cool. There's nothing cool looking about that shoe at all. What saves that shoe is that the technology that's built into that shoe is not worth nowhere near what they're asking for on eBay. I think that the shoe even looks somewhat of an eye appealing because the way that we dress fashion wise, it's extremely hard for a pair of joggers or any type of pin roll style on a pair of jeans. It's extremely hard for that look to make a shoe look ugly. I don't know if we could all agree on that, but anything that's jogger related or anything that's pinstripe related, pin roll, like anything that's like that pin roll style, is going to make the shoe look nice. And for all the pictures that you see on the internet, on Instagram, for the most part, everybody got the joggers with the shoe on, because I remember when I first started getting into like the whole pin roll, everybody used to make fun of me. You know, everybody used to make fun of me. Oh, yo, man, that's that gay shit, man. That shit look gay. And now look, I mean, at first people thought that it was a fad, but it's been like 4 years. It's been like 4 years already, or 3 years that, I mean, joggers aren't going. You know what? Let's put joggers on the honorable mention. Let's put joggers on the honorable mentions, because joggers, yo, I swear, joggers is like, they make any shoe look good. So you know what? Let's put joggers. Let's put joggers in the Penrose style jeans in the honorable mentions, because they make anything look fly. You know, it's extremely hard for you to look at like a picture and be like, yo, like that shit doesn't look fly. Like, I went to Modell's to go buy me some regular Champion sweatpants, and I couldn't find any regular Champion sweatpants. I ended up buying a pair of Champion jogger sweatpants. I mean, it's it's crazy. You know, if you want to see how people are trolling the internet, like, did everybody see that picture with the bootcut jeans and the V2s, the Yeezy V2s? How ridiculous that looks. Any type of pair of shoes that you wear with bootcut jeans is gonna look horrible. Like, it looks horrible. You know, in the early 2000s and the 90s, I used to love going to Old Navy and buy me a pair of bootcut jeans, but them days is over. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's wearing bootcut jeans. So yeah, let's put the joggers on the honorable mention. But yeah, that Nike Hyper Adapt definitely goes in the honorable mention. And the last shoe to go in the honorable mention, man, this was a hard one. This was actually tied, to be honest. This was supposed to be in the list, and after me going back and forth, I had to just put it in the honorable mention, because it is a beautiful shoe, but I just couldn't replace the shoe that I had in that original spot with this shoe. But it's the Ronnie Fieg New Balance 997.5 Kyklades. I hope I'm pronouncing this right, because it is a Greek word. Man, that shoe, beautiful looking shoe. Again, one of those shoes that I saw in the Camp Out review, and he did an amazing job on just displaying that shoe. The colors on that look beautiful. You know, the orange with the hint of that sky blue with the, you know, with the beige. I mean, it's a beautiful looking shoe. One of my dislike of the shoe is the all white sole. I'm not a fan of all white soles, and to me, the color is a little bit too on the light side. I'm not sure. I don't know. It was just one of those, like, I couldn't put it in the spot where it was originally supposed to be in. But yeah, so enough. That is my honorable mention. But enough with the honorable mention. Let's get into the top 10, all right? All right. At number 10, I have what is the best black looking shoe on any Jordan silhouette. And when I mean all black shoe, I haven't seen a pair of all black shoes that look as sexy and quality as nice as this shoe all last year. And I'm speaking none other than the Jordan 10 black OVOs. Let's give it a hand for those guys over there. I mean, Drake, man. If you look at that shoe, it's just the different shades. It's an all black shoe. First of all, the leather is great. on that shoe. But it's the different shades of black, you know. Like, it's not just an all black, one flat color black. You know, you have the translucent sole, which is in black, with a little bit of that gold hit underneath it. You know, that you have that what they calling it, that shark skin black. Like, that's like, it's so soft. Like, it looks so rough in pictures, but when you touch it, it's so soft. I mean, that shoe is the best looking black shoe that there is in a Jordan model. Drake did an amazing job. I'm not a big fan of his like off-white colors with the gold. But what he does in terms of an all black shoe, I think that he does an amazing job. I would actually like to see like a colorway like that, maybe like on a New Balance or even like on an 86 Gel Lyte 3, because those different tones of black is just, you know, the way that they put that together was it was very well done. So definitely dope shoe, and it deserves to be at number 10 in my opinion. Definitely deserves to be at number 10. At number 9, we have an iconic shoe that belongs to the city of New York. One shoe that, oh man, like in terms of this silhouette, it's you have to put this shoe in there, and I'm actually happy that this brand decided to pick this silhouette. At number 9, I have the Supreme Nike Air Max 98. Nice looking shoe. Nice shoe. There was no colorway that they did that was a bad colorway. The snakeskin was great looking. The red was nice. Navy and gray, red and gray. The all black one to me was the most sleeper one. That's a very nice, that's another nice looking black shoe for 2016, with the different patterns of, you know, the black patent leather and then the black mesh, but all those colors was just on point. So Supreme, man, I really thank you for choosing this shoe, Air Max, Nike Air Max 98. At number 8, you know, we all know last year was the year of the Yeezys, you know, but to me, this was the best pair of Yeezys that came out all last year, and I'm speaking none other than the Adidas Yeezy Boost 750 Gray Gum. Man, that shoe is extremely nice looking in person, and it's one of the hardest glowing in the dark shoe that you will ever own. Like, the way that shoe glows is insane. The way that shoe glows, I mean, you could see that shoe from a mile away. But one thing that puts that shoe to me as the best Yeezy looking shoe for 2016 is that it's a gum bottom sole, man. Like, it's not even gum bottom, it's more of like kind of like it's not like your typical gum bottom. I know in picture it looks like a gum bottom, but it's more of a lighter color. I want to say almost like a pinkish type of tone with that cream, but from far away, I mean, is a gum bottom shoe. So to have that shoe and that sole together, and then the way that sole glows in the dark, man, he definitely knocked that out the ballpark. The best Yeezys that came out. V2s are oversaturated. I think that V2s are the new Jordans. Everybody has a pair of V2s. I just like the original 350s, like the Turtle Doves and everything. I actually think that the more ugly V2s that they drop, the more higher value those original 350s are going to go up on. So if you could buy yourself a pair of 350s for a very good price, I would suggest that you do, because I haven't seen not even one pair of nice looking V2s so far this year, except for the black and white ones that everybody's going crazy for. But besides that, I really don't see a very nice looking pair of V2s. I think a lot of those colors are hideous in my opinion. Yeah, so that was at number 8. At number 7, this was a hard one because the silhouette alone has been all over the place, but you have to choose as far as effort and making a shoe look very nice. And I think that this shoe, the effort that they put into this shoe, it's dope. At number 7, I have the Adidas NMD Consortium and Nice Kicks collab. That shoe looks extremely nice. You know, in terms of NMDs, to be honest, it's very hard because for the most part, a lot of the colors are just plain colors. So you're just, at this point, you're just looking for what's comfortable, you know. There was a lot of nice NMDs, you know, that came out. I guess it was one shoe that I did forget to put on my honorable mention, was the Packer shoes NMDs. And you know, that's a nice looking shoe. I just couldn't put it in the shoe, like in the list. I couldn't put it in the list because, you know, I guess one of the things that people have issues with was just like, what do you wear that shoe with? You know, it was too much blue. You know, me, like a person, I love wearing black jeans. So like that shoe ideally for me would be a great shoe to have because it pops nicely with black jeans. But understand that there's people that just like to wear blue jeans. So when you wear that shoe with blue jeans, it's just like too much blue. Yeah, so but this shoe right here, no matter what you wear, it looks nice. I like what they did with that tie-dye color, you know, with the red and black. You have that gum sole in the bottom. Again, you cannot go wrong with gum sole. So I don't know, the way that they put that shoe together, to me, they killed it. So that shoe to me definitely deserves that number 7 spot. So let's go to my number 6. Man, this shoe brought this silhouette back. I'm not even gonna lie. This silhouette has been dead for a very long time, and this silhouette has brought this shoe back. With the exception of what one person was able to do, but besides that, this silhouette brought this shoe back, and it deserves a spot. And I'm speaking none other than the Nike Air Force One Special Force. That olive color is ridiculous. That black color is ridiculous. The all white, ridiculous. Like, just like the way that shoe looks. Like, Air Force One was dead for so many years, with the exception of what Ronnie 5 was able to do with the linens, bringing them back. The Air Force silhouette was dead. Nobody was wearing Air Forces except for the suede all wheat Air Forces. Besides that, nobody was really crazy and going out there and buying Air Forces like that. That shoe and what they did with that shoe and the suede on that shoe is ridiculous. Nike killed that. Nike really did their thing on that shoe. That shoe, what they was able to do was shut everybody's mouth up. All the bad mouthing that they was doing about them, that Nike's falling off, Air Forces is dead, yada yada yada. Like, they was able to bring that shit back. And me being from New York, we all know how important Air Force One or mid Air Forces or uptown Air Forces, like, that's important to New York City. So the fact that they was able to take a silhouette that's important to that city and just give it like that grimy, that gritty look, they knocked that shoe out the ballpark. So that shoe definitely deserves to be at number 6. All right, so we're almost done. I'm at number 5. Well, we got like 26 minutes. So let's get into it. Number 5, and this was where I told you that first shoe, that Ronnie shoe, I wanted that shoe to be at this number 5, but I think that this shoe right here deserves to be at number 5. And I hope that everybody could agree on this. Number 5, I have the New Balance 997.5 Sneaker Freaker Tessie Tiger. Man, yo, that shoe, that the salmon mixed with that black, they killed that. And I was having a very hard time. I was almost gonna call like Mike Dab and like have a discussion about this, because it's it was just a hard thing putting that shoe with Ronnie at 5 and then not putting that shoe there. It's to me, it deserves that spot. It deserves to be at number 5. To me, it is the best looking New Balance that came out all last year, hands down. It was the best looking pair of New Balances that came out for 2016. Eye appealing, very nice looking. The material was nice. Definitely has some it kind of reminds me a little bit of the like the Purple Devils that they did. It just has that look, even down to the box. I mean, they knocked that shoe out the ballpark, if you ask me. They did an amazing a job with that shoe. So that shoe definitely decides that shoe definitely deserves to be at number 5. So that's what I have at number 5. So let's get to the number 4. Number 4, it was hard to leave this shoe out of it, because I was excited about this shoe, not only because I was able to get him, but just to see a shoe that doesn't normally retro, to kind of see somewhat of a re-retroing of that silhouette. And this is the Asics Gel Lyte 3 Ronnie 5 Salmon and Malicious, and I'm gonna put them both there because they both came out at the same time. And anybody who's a fan of Ronnie's work, and anybody who's a fan of the Gel Lyte 3 would be a fan of that colorway. It's it's one of the nicest colorway. That Militia is nice looking. That green with that orange, you just don't get no better than that. I mean, I don't know, I can't say anything bad about that shoe, and the fact that he brought it back and the way that he brought it back, and that the surprise drop that he did online. I will wish that Ronnie would do more surprise drops like that, because I think it's easier to obtain when it's just a surprise. Like, I was just like, stop it with the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock drops, because it's like at that point it's a free fall. Everybody's going in there at that time to try to get the damn shoe. So definitely a shoe that deserves that spot at number 4. Number 3, I might get a lot of flack for this, but it's not the first time that I've got any type of flack for anything. And I'm very happy with putting this shoe at this number. And you can say whatever you want. But at number 3, I got the Jordan Bred ones. And it's an iconic shoe. That shoe could come out 1,000 times and people will buy it 1,000 times. A lot of people complain that the red was a little bit too dark. I don't think it's that much big of a deal. The leather on that toe box is insane. People complain with the leather on the black part that it was like the 2013s. To be honest, and this is just my opinion, on those edges of the shoes, you do want that tough leather, because if you put a very soft leather, it's easy to scratch, so the leather on that toe box is just insane. It's an iconic shoe. That shoe could come out every year, and every year people will go out and buy it. It's one of those shoes that people will never get tired of buying. It's an amazing looking shoe. And as far as for the sake of it being an iconic shoe, I think that it should be at number 3. I could have easily put the Pinnacle 11s or the Gray 11s, whatever people are calling them. But that's not an original Jordan shoe, even though the black OVOs ain't an original looking shoe. But in terms of good quality, I think that was a good quality shoe, and it's on everybody. It's one of everybody's favorite pair of Jordans. So the fact that they did that, definitely, it's dope. So we are at our last 2. I hope that I'm not crucified. I hope that you enjoy this list. And I mean, let's get to it. Let's get to the last 2. All right, let's get to the last 2, because my anxiety and my nerves is like, oh man, it's like I had to put the last 2 there. So let's go with number 2. And there's no secret. And there's one shoe that I'm pretty sure people are scratching their heads like, damn, yo, like, I'm surprised that I didn't even hear this shoe yet, like, on Notes list. Like, what's going on, dog? Are you a hater? No, man, I'm not a hater. I just recognize what it is. And I recognize when the hype is real. And there's no shoe that's more hyped up in 2016 than this shoe right here. And it's the Adidas NMD Bape collab. Jesus Christ. Yo, that shoe caused so much ruckus. That camp out was insane. People fighting in the line. People doing all types of crazy shit. Then to find out that they were going to raffle it off and they're telling everybody to get off the line. Then yo, it was crazy. Then they raffled it off. Then after they raffled it off, all over the blogs, you got this one guy that backdoored damn near almost like 200, 300 pairs of Bape NMDs, which was like insane. Like, people was going head over heels about this shoe. And to not have that shoe on at least in your top 5 or your top 2 would be insane. People would trade anything that they have in their collection for that shoe. It's a nice looking shoe. I I saw the review that that Mikey did over at the camp out, and I'm liking the black. At first, I like the green, but the black is more settled. I just like the different hints of black, like on that satin material. But that green is just so, I mean, you can see that from a mile away. You can see that shoe from a mile away. And I mean, that shoe was all over the blogs all year, and people was waiting so patiently. People was waiting so patiently for that shoe to come out. And how ironic that they chose the day that they chose, right around the holidays. You know, forget Thanksgiving, forget eating with your family. We gotta get these NMDs, son. Straight up. We gotta get these NMDs, and it's just insane the how crazy people went for that shoe. So that's number 2. And we're here. We're at number 1. Notes. Come on, man. You've been having me listen to this podcast for 36 minutes. Notes. What is your number 1 shoe for 2016? My number 1 shoe for 2016 is a shoe that is unobtainable. If you have money, then you have the shoe. If you don't have money, then the only thing that you could do is wish that you had the shoe. It's a shoe that constantly turns heads. It's a shoe that if you wear it at any type of sneaker event, like SneakerCon, like, you know, a SoulCon, all them sneaker shows, you know, that they do throughout the whole year. If you have the shoe on your feet, you're shutting it down. You just shut the whole shit down. You just shut the whole. There's nobody competing against you. Your feet is gonna be all over the blogs, and unfortunately, this shoe wasn't an easy shoe to get. And if your pockets aren't that big, then this shoe, the odds of you getting this shoe, a real pair, would be slim to none. It's an iconic shoe. You see the shoe and you automatically think of one thing. And I'm speaking none other than...
Jesus Christ, Doc, you disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And precisely 1:21 a.m. in 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him at the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The Nike Air Mags. That shoe, you look at that shoe and you think of Back to the Future, that iconic looking shoe. I mean, I was so struck when that shoe came out. First of all, let's give this fucking shoe a round of applause. Because even though I don't have it, I think this shoe deserves a round of applause. Anybody who was able to get this shoe, kudos. I only know one person who's a personal friend of mine that every time I see him is nothing but love. And he actually owns a pair. But his money, I don't know what the fuck this guy does, but his money is long. And he's the only person who I know that owns a pair that's close to me. Anybody else is like, you know, I really don't know too many people that owns this shoe. And man, yo, it's, I don't know. It's. I wish I could own that shoe. I truly wish, like, when they was talking about this shoe, I was like, damn, yo, would I be able to obtain a pair of these Nike Air Mags? And the answer was no. Everybody paid that $10, you know, the $10 donation, and you know, I mean, it was just, I don't know. It's an amazing looking shoe. It's one of the best, most iconic looking shoe, and it came out for 2016, and it let a lot of people down. It went towards a great cause, but in my opinion, I don't think that it landed in the hands of the right people that could truly appreciate that shoe for what it is. And me being a 80s baby, I see this shoe and I could appreciate this, because when I first saw, you know, Back to the Future, you saw that shoe and you was like, holy shit, you know, Michael J. Fox, he got the shoe on and is lighting up and it ties on his own. And yo, I mean, come on, man. There was no shoe that came out for 2016 that was bigger than that shoe. No shoe. There was no amount of Yeezys. There was no amount of NMDs. There was no amount of Jordans that came out that was going to be able to top that shoe. And you will be crazy if you think that you're going to outshine somebody at one of these sneaker shows that have a pair of this Nike Air Mag on their feet. You're insane. You're not going to have a pair of shoes. Yeah, if you have, like, let's say a pair of let's just throw in like some Nike Foam Posite Galaxies. Yeah, you know, like, you're going to stand out the crowd, you know. But you ain't gonna beat that shoe. I'm sorry, dog. You took the L on that. You're not gonna beat that shoe. That shoe is gonna be the jaw dropper of that whole entire event. So, you know, my number one definitely goes to the Nike Air Mags. And that is my list for 2016. Let's give a round of applause. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please feel free to comment, curse me out. Yo, Notes, you don't know what you're talking about, dog. I can't believe you left this shoe out. I don't care. Because you know what? I basically did this list, okay? I did this list based off of, you know, what was eye-appealing, you know, what was the talk, what people was going for, and a great made shoe. All these shoes were amazingly made, and if you don't like it, I don't care. All right, curse me out, do whatever it is that you want to do. All right, thumbs up if you like this, thumbs down if you don't. Please feel free to subscribe to my free app. Killer Kicks is available for iPhone and Androids. I hope that y'all enjoyed this, man, because I enjoyed it. You know, it was a hard list to put together, but it just had to happen. So, till next time, everybody, peace out, be safe, enjoy the rest of the month. My birthday is on the 23rd, so I'm going to have a good month. I'ma holla at y'all. This is your boy, Notes 215. I'm signing out. Peace.